I'm Melanie of Art Studio 320. Welcome or welcome back if you've been here before. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment and press that red button. You'll be helping me out. And you can ring the bell if you'd like to be notified the next time I drop a new video. You can also follow me on Instagram at Art Studio 320. The link will be in the description box along with all of the links for all of the materials I use today. Mineral spirits versus clear wax. That's today's battle. Which one is the better eraser? If you've just painted a beautiful piece of furniture and you've left some raw wood that you now want to stain with some dark stain or any stain, and you accidentally spill your stain on the painted area or bump up against it, or you use some dark wax and decide, I don't want this dark wax, I don't like it, how do I get rid of it? What do I do? Which is the better eraser? Let's find out. Here's our test board. I have 4 different kinds of paint. Here I have Dixie Belle all-in-one silk, Country Chic all-in-one clay-based, Fusion all-in-one mineral, and here General Finishes milk paint. The reason I chose 4 different paints was so we have a variety of how our 2 erasers are going to behave on each type of paint. And that, I think, will give us a good indication of what you can expect with most paints out there. The way we're doing this is I have columns. You can see the black lines. The first column here and here, this paint will be waxed with clear wax. These 2 columns will have no wax. Clear wax, no wax. They both will be covered with stain in this column, and this column, and this column, and this column. And then the other will be dark wax in this column, this column, this column, and this column. So there will be stain over clear wax, dark wax over clear wax, stain over no wax, meaning just painted, and dark wax over painted with no wax. Once all of our stain and dark wax are down, we will then go to our mineral spirits and our clear wax as our erasers. In the tops here and here, we will have clear wax eraser. And on the bottom 2, we will have mineral spirits as our eraser. So let's get started. First, I'm going to apply the stain to this first column and then this column. So this column in the waxed area and this column in the no wax area. This column, I'm going to put stain on the waxed area and stain on the no wax. Now I'm going to add dark wax to these columns. We have a very dirty board. I'm going to put some mineral spirits in a little container. And I've got my clear wax. First up in the top is the clear wax as an eraser. I'm going to get some wax on the cloth. All right, we're going to start right here. And this is the stain It came pretty clean, however, there is some yellowing to the paint. Now I'm going to take the clear wax on the dark wax. So I can't seem to get it off completely. Most of it. These two have some yellowing. I'm pushing pretty hard and it's taking a lot of wax. It is working to some degree, but I don't think it's gonna come off completely. It's coming off, but it's not. It's definitely colored the paint. So let's try on the general finishes, see if it comes up any better. There is some paint coming off, you can see. It is coming clean, however, it's taking the paint with it. This is the dark wax over the waxed. It seems to be coming pretty clean, but again, I've got some paint coming off. Now that wasn't happening on Dixie Belle Silk, but it is happening on the general finishes. This isn't quite as yellow as this, and this was the dark wax and this was the stain. Let's try and take it off the no wax. I can see it's just balling up. I can see the paint. These are all behaving pretty close, except that the general finishes paint seems to be coming off with it. All right, let's go to this row. So this is the stain on the Country Chic clay-based all-in-one. I'm getting the feeling that wax is a good fix for the little tiny areas, maybe. And I'm pushing really hard with this finger. That appears to be a little bit of paint. Let's go to the dark wax. Again, there is some dark wax left behind. It is coming off. I feel like this one is coming off better than all the rest of them. Now they're pretty close, although I do see some stain. Let's go to these two. It's coming off, but it hurts. My fingers are hurting. I'm really pushing hard. Can you imagine doing this on an entire piece? And there is some paint coming off. Right, I think we get the idea on that one. Put some wax on here already. We'll get a little bit more. I'm surprised at how different these are. It's coming off, but again, it is not going to be completely off. All right, four more, sorry. That actually, out of all of them, now mind you, it's a darker paint. That looks pretty good. Let's see what happens on the dark wax. Now I just used this paint on some bar stools and I did spill stain on my piece and it was waxed and it did come off pretty easily. All right, Fusion, you're looking pretty good. This is not waxed Fusion paint with stain. This is dark wax over unwaxed. Pushing a little harder, definitely comes off more easily on the waxed. Looks pretty good. Okay, here's my mineral spirits. I'm just gonna dip it in like that. And we're gonna start over here again. Oh wow. That came off so easily. Now let's see, can we get rid of that yellow? Let's go to here. I do see a little yellowing. how easily it came off. That looks pretty good. It comes off so easily. So this is the stain on no wax. And it doesn't seem, this is the dark wax over no clear wax. We're going to go to the waxed area on the general finishes. Now this is taking off some of the paint again. Let's try it on this. Oddly enough, this is not waxed and the paint is not coming off. Maybe a little, but not as bad. Across the top, the Dixie Belle, it came off very well. The paint did not come off. This first one, it seems a little like it's yellowed a little bit, and these look pretty darn good. It came off of here, but the paint did come with it, and there is some yellowing on the stained areas. Okay, let's keep going. We're almost done. Wiping right off. No paint's coming off. And that looks like the original color. There's just no effort here. Now here we just did the stain on the no wax area, and now the dark wax over the no wax, over the no clear wax. Coming pretty darn clean. The reason I decided to do this is because I told you before, I had a spill on my fusion paint and it came off with wax. I also used dark wax over my whole piece, which was covered with clear wax first, and decided I didn't like it. So I tried the clear wax to begin with, and it was really just too much work. It was working, but it would have taken me days. So then I tried mineral spirits, and I was afraid it was going to take off the paint, but didn't. And you can check that video out on my YouTube channel. All right, folks, I think you can kind of see, I hope you can see. Overall, the mineral spirits worked very well. It did seem to take off a tiny bit of paint here and quite a bit of paint on the general finishes. But overall, I believe the mineral spirits is the clear choice. Now, in a pinch, clear wax will work on small areas, but I don't think you're going to want to use it for a whole piece to get something off. All right, I think we've got our answer. There you go. It looks pretty good. I will say, I believe that the fusion paint reacted the best with both clear wax and mineral spirits. However, all four of them are paints that I love and I will use again. But if I need something to remove dark wax, or if I need to remove some stain that I spilled, I think this is the clear winner. Does clear wax work? Yes, but you will have to use a lot of elbow grease, and that's no fun, especially if you're trying to do the whole piece. Doesn't matter what brand you use of this is just the brand I have. But mineral spirits overall is the clear winner in this battle. Thanks for being here. See you next time.